Take us through the process of writing Innocent.
Yeah, it was one of those things where we were working with Bob in Bob Rock in Maui, and we kind of really gotten close to finishing a record, but then typical Bob fashion, he pulled me aside before we were about to literally fly back to the mainland. He was like, "Hey, I know it's Christmas time, and I know you guys are doing the family thing, and you're busy. It's like, but if you feel like writing, we could use another song maybe." So I didn't even celebrate Christmas that year. Went back to my little beach house and wrote 10 songs, and Innocent was one of them, and we got in the studio and kicked it around, and it became what it is today.
I read a recent interview where you said some pretty nice things about this award not just being a case of SOCAN recognizing Our Lady Peace, but a chance for Our Lady Peace to recognize SOCAN. Can you explain what you meant by that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think being in this business for 20 or 25 years, there's a lot of praise heaped on different parts of the business, and everyone seems to take part in that. And SOCAN is kind of, it just exists in that undercurrent where they don't get the same recognition, but at the end of the day, they're as important part of the wheel as anybody, if not some of the most important, to be honest. So it's nice to be able to, just celebrate SOCAN and all the songwriters. And it feels very independent from the rest of the business in a really pure way.
Outside of Our Lady Peace, you've worked as a professional songwriter in Los Angeles for about 20 years. How has that changed your perspective on songwriting?
Yeah, I mean, I think getting the ability to collaborate with different people at different times is, it's all learning, right? And I think you take good things away from it, you take the things that you don't want away from it, and at the end of the day, getting back in a room with these guys is something that I just have much more gratitude for and respect. The fact that we're able to grow together and still get in a room and collaborate is pretty special.
One of the things, again, in that recent interview where you were sort of saying, I didn't do this to be a rock star, I did this to write songs. Is that still the case for all of you guys? That it's about the songwriting?
That's what's kept the band together, really. That's why we're here tonight and played, on Saturday night out east. It's about the song, and I think going into a studio and wanting to come out with a song that makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck, that's why we do this.
Right on. What would be your number one piece of advice to a songwriter just starting out?
I mean, you just got to write. I think it's like anything. It's like there's just so much learning that never ends. That's the beautiful thing about songwriting, and the frustrating thing about songwriting is because it is this continuum, but there's no better job in the world.